intimate. I love it.
I love it.
I'm getting all worked up.
Captain, you're getting worked up because it's that time of year.
Oh, yeah.
Captain gets real emotional around the holidays.
It's love day.
Valentine's Day.
And if you're not in love, you have to jump into the ocean.
Yeah? say goodbye and jump into the ocean.
Yeah, goodbye. Cool. Yeah, it is that month, so it's like, let's touch on it, you know?
We gotta talk about it.
And so Halcyon and I thought, we've had some bad V-days.
They haven't all been great.
And so we're going to use tonight, we're going to purge sort of that bad energy from the space.
We figured by talking about it with you, we could make sure it like never happens again.
Yeah, and then we're all going to cross our fingers for really sexy Sundays.
Oh man.
The Lord's Day. I'm going to eat a whole cake. So we're going to start. So, Halcyon, what was your Valentine's Day last year like?
Ooh. I walked to Red Hook.
But like,
It's pretty bad.
with your cute boyfriend.
It was bad. It was
It was bad.
I mean, we walked to Red Hook in February.
Yeah, and they like weren't official yet, so it was like, oh no.
I bought him a succulent as like a cute gift.
Great word.
No, it wasn't bad.
I went to see what? This is a safe space, so if you go to this thing, we can just chat it out.
I talk about succulents. It's a great gift.
Oh, right?
Really?
They last forever.
No, this one died immediately. Like,
Deducting 2 points from my personal basketball game. Cool. Last year on Valentine's Day, I went to see 50 Shades of Grey with a group of girls in the front row, and I didn't even get horny because the movie's horrible. And then I was supposed to meet up with my then ex-boyfriend to get it banged out, but instead he got drunk and called me a bitch on the phone, and then I got a crepe for free because I looked so sad. He was like, just take it. And then I fell asleep at 10 p.m.
get it out. Get it out.
Yes, hers. 2014, House.
Ooh, I went to an improv comedy jam to find love, and I did not.
Yeah.
It was a bleak-
Bummy, welcome! Woo! Welcome to heaven. 2014, Valentine's Day is what we're touching on. I went to another all-girls V-Day back. And then and then instead of this guy I was kind of seeing long distance, I fucked my college boyfriend and said I had fallen asleep, and that's why I couldn't Skype. Put me in the jail. What, a woman can't be sexy? 2013? Dare we?
Oh man. In 2013, I went to an Olive Garden with my 2 gay friends, but then the Olive Garden was too full.
Yeah.
So we went to the Chili's at the other side of the strip mall, but it was too busy there, so we sat at the bar.
For sure. For sure. I've attended some college a cappella auditions. Next.
Me and my boyfriend weren't officially dating yet, so we didn't speak or text for the entire second week of February.
That's the good stuff.
Really
Purge. 2012, my college boyfriend put an unwrapped chocolate bar on my pillow as a gesture of love. It melted. Yeah. A tasty treat for my face. 2011.
2011, I gave but did not receive oral sex in a communal dorm kitchen.
No! Purge it, because if you give, you should receive, and that's God's rule. The golden God. The scripture. 2011. Oh, I was dating this guy who texted me, I know you want to pretend you don't care about Valentine's Day, but I know you do, so happy Valentine's Day. I gave him my virginity 3 short months later. Birthday. 2010.
2010?
Yeah.
I strolled through the moonlight with a man who tried to pay for our dinner with dining hall credit. Pretty cool.
Oh, I was doing college a cappella again. And then I wrote, was still a virgin, no kisses. 2009.
Ooh, 2009.
Someone said Jesus. Imagine being a virgin, like, if you're a virgin, get the fuck out of my show. Everyone's getting pounded tonight.
I lost my virginity at 2 a.m. while wearing a toga. And the next day, the guy brought me a carnation in a Snapple bottle, and I thought it was the most romantic thing that had ever happened in the history of love.
That is romantic. TBH, a DIY vase.
He didn't rip the label up. It was like still labeled.
Gorgeous. Reduce, reuse, recycle. For me personally, in 2009, I was in high school. I was a fat virgin who was learning how to tap dance and studying for AP Physics. I fucking got an A. 2008?
Let's see. I ate a heart-shaped cookie off the floor.
Oh yeah, I fell into a well and I called Halcyon and I was like, can you get me out of this well? But she was on a date and also I didn't know her yet, and so I just sort of doggy paddled in a well.
It was crazy.
2007.
I was walking my dog through Central Park after a fresh snowfall when suddenly my dog's leash got tangled in the leash of another dog whose owner was a handsome but like totally excessively handsome architect with like tousled hair and a quirky sense of humor. But then my dog ate his dog, so I had to pay $3,000 in legal fees.
Oh, that's just the worst.
It was meet cute.
Condolences go out to you and your family about that. 2007. Oh yes. I put the sand from a famous beach in an hourglass and then turned it up and down until it was February 15th. 2006, anyone?
Clearly having a lot of sex in 2006.
Best year ever, question mark? 2007. Oh, what a day.
I got struck by an arrow in the lower back. And since then, I've been looking for the mysterious archer who stole my heart and my kidney.
He's out there.
He's out there, I'm waiting for him.
Babe, he's out there. Wow, she loves me. Oh yeah, 2006, I got my ears pierced by like a Parent Trap era Lindsay Lohan in an attempt to look like a Mean Girls era Lindsay Lohan, and they got infected.
That's amazing.
2005, I was in the 8th grade. What about you?
I was a junior in high school.
Yeah.
I didn't slow dance with anyone at the Valentine's
Aww.
Day. Yeah, that's just a sad one.
Yeah, I wandered through a clearing in a silk tunic asking, what if? And lastly, well, in 2004, obviously.
I don't have
Oh, you don't have one? Oh, I have one. I sauteed placenta with my foppish nephew, Beverly.
That's the traditional way.
Sort of tie a ribbon around that gift of performance. We're very excited for the show.
Yeah, this show's gonna be so
It really is. I've been poured up for this lineup since the day after the last Junk show, and you guys are just gonna eat your hearts out.
It's incredible.
We're gonna open with a wonderful musician, beautiful friend of mine, ours. Her name is Jeanette Wall. She runs Miscreant Records, and she's playing tonight as Band Practice. So give it up. Band Practice. Let's turn it up. I don't think it goes louder. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
It's rock.
This is my theme song. Who is?
is the old shopping mall. Oh, this is my big goofy scarf. And this is where I fall apart.
I play in band practice that is this, and it's a band by myself. Most of the time. There used to be other people in it that were better at playing instruments than me, and then I had to be industrious and learn how to... No, just kidding. I learned how to play bass guitar for a boy when I was 12. So I could be in his band called The Method. Good so. Which one? Okay, I'll play a new one. Thanks to Catherine Halcyon for letting me do this.
I wanna die right nervous. I wanna get too stoned. I wanna make you love me in that bed alone. I wanna work like jobs. I wanna do it right. I'm gonna drink my whiskey and bring myself a bite. I could see the girl you want me to be, and I could say whatever you want me to say. I wanna die like Elvis. I wanna get real lost. I'm gonna make you love me and see how much it costs. I'm gonna drink my whiskey. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna make you love me just to lose my mind. I could see the girl you want me to be, and I would say whatever I wanna say.
Super funny, hot as hell. Give it up for Irene Darrow!
Are you guys ever taking like a really long time to pick out an Instagram filter, and then you're like, or I could just kill myself instead? Here's another one for you. Do you guys think that Brita filters maybe aren't doing anything? And we're all just idiots? This one for all you thinkers out there. I'm just keep asking you questions. You guys are doing great. Do you ever play that game where you show like your hot neighbor how fucking dumb you are by having him watch you try to open your front door? Here's a fun one. Do you guys ever break up with your boyfriend of 2.5 years, like the week before Valentine's Day, and then realize that you're gonna have to spend all of February 14th just searching for like a sad, dark, wet hole to crawl into to just sit and wait for death in? Just me? Cool. Recently single. So if anyone wants to fuck me later, I'll be in the bathroom crying. You can find me there. The first time I went to break up with my boyfriend, I kind of like panicked a little bit and was just like, oh, let's finish making a murderer. We'd only watched the first episode, so like that bought me some time. I honestly think that that show was terrible, and I think that's probably the biggest contribution I've given to society thus far. So like between just like that show being garbage and like the breakup and like me finally having to come to terms with the fact that Whomstake is probably not going to be the next Beatles. Things have been kind of tough. It's cool though because I feel like natural sadness looks amazing on me. Like I feel like a guy checking me out is just like, damn, are her eyes made of tears? I bet she aims to please. Sad girls, fuck it, it's just basic science. What else is good? I don't have a job. I recently changed my Facebook job description to freelance at ass eater. I feel like I'm just really finding myself. This year is about me. I've been applying to a lot of jobs online, and I love reading the descriptions because a lot of them are just like, we're looking for someone with multiple years of experience who views no task as too small and has very thick skin. It's like, all right, well, none of those are human attributes. Like you literally just described like a slow roasted pig. I do babysit a lot, which is hilarious. Like one time a condom fell out of my vagina in the dorm room shower. Like you should not be paying me to hang out with your children. That happened in an episode of Broad City, and I was like, no, that happened to me. You don't know. Anyways, babies. The good thing about babysitting in New York is that you don't really have to be a good babysitter or like a good person to get babysitting gigs here, because these idiots don't want their children. Like there's this like super hot Manhattan mom who will text me like literally and be like, hey girl, can you watch the Monsters like Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Sunday night? And I'm like, listen, lady, it would be way more cost effective if you just hired an assassin to kill your kids. In which case, like, let's talk shop. I freelance. Ass eating and baby murder. Those are my specialties. I feel like if I could have one wish, it would be that people go through my Facebook profile pictures as often as I do. Like, fuck world peace, everybody look at me. That would be good. I recently responded to a cat call by burping. I just can't believe I never thought of that. Very effective. Like, I was walking down the street and he was like, hey, sexy. And I was like, and he was like, ugh! And I was like, yes, now you know how we all feel. So I just wanted to let you all know that like sexism is over. I solved it. It's done. It's too bad because sexism is so like fun and flirty. You know? Like this one time I was walking home alone like a real naughty girl. And this guy, he yelled out to me, he was like, damn bitch, I'd eat your pussy out on the street right now. I was like, wow, you had me at bitch. Really went the extra mile there. Calling us from an aggressive stranger on the dirty streets of Brooklyn? Shit, I'll put my pussy on the pavement right now. Turns out he wasn't serious. Weird, he seemed like such a genuine guy. Now all of Eastern Parkway has seen my clip. You live and learn, huh? Do I have any sexters here? Any sexual beings? Couple? Okay. When it comes to sexting, I like to keep it like just weird enough so that the recipient is like, is this chick fucking with me? So like, for example, if someone's like, hey baby, what are you wearing? I'll say, nothing but my dad's swim trunks, baby. My favorite kind of sexting is booty calls. Just because, like, they're so blatant and obvious, and we all play along like they're so sneaky and clever. You guys know what I'm talking about, like the 3 a.m. text, like, you up? Wanna hang? I always want to show up with, like, Monopoly and some snacks. Like, I thought you just wanted to hang out. The best booty call I've ever received, like, hands down, is this guy texted me, and he was like, yo, you want to watch Pitch Perfect? And blow some lines. And I just love thinking about like what went through his mind while he crafted this text. Like, all right. How do I best sell this? I've got a brand new copy of that hit film that made Anna Kendrick go from B-list celeb to A-list celeb. So that's dope. We got some shitty cocaine. Everyone knows that goes great with mashups of top 40 songs. Perfect. And I've got my rock hard cock. There's no way she can say no. Like, I was sleeping when he texted me, so I woke up to this, mind you. So I took it out, took one look at it, responded, yes. Put it back under my pillow, and went back to sleep. That is feminism, you guys. Thank you so much.
Some of you may know that I have been on holiday. I'm very European now. I know I went on a trip to France, which was real cool. I went to Paris. Yeah, it was awesome. Paris is really great. I'm sure many of you have also been there. And I wanted to make one observation to the group about something that I think here in New York we can do better, which is that in Paris, people literally walk around with baguettes, eating them, like ripping pieces off of baguettes and putting them in their mouths. I saw it everywhere, all the time. Like on street corners, instead of smoking a cigarette, people were like ripping off pieces of baguette and putting it in their mouth. Why is that not done here? Why are we not doing it? Because that's all I ever want to be doing is eating bread on the street, like a pigeon. And they were just, and no one cared. And it cost $1. You just eat the baguette. Yeah, it was amazing. It was an awesome trip, but I just think we should be eating more baguettes. Okay, we're gonna keep it going. We've got another amazing act for you right now. He is so super funny, and I can't wait to get him up here. Give it up for Tom McDonald!
It's just that bad. Are you guys sure? Am I rock and rolling up here? It's tough being an adult that drinks milk. I'm sorry. I'm a one-liner. Can me? I can't remember. What I found my next joke.
This is for my newsletter. My campaign to expose what real unphotoshopped milk mustaches look like. For all of us natural milk drinkers, it's an unfair standard. Champagne. It's so hard to drink milk. Whenever people ask me, "You're an adult, Tom, why are you drinking milk?" When I say it's because I like the milk flavor. Because of the creamy body. They don't believe me. And so I have to get philosophical. And I say, if I were to sit inside of a giant bowl of milk, people would think I'm weird. But if I sat inside of a giant bowl of people, milk wouldn't judge me. Milk's a friend. And you know, another great thing about milk is that it's a great icebreaker. Say you're at the office and you're in the lunchroom and you don't know Susan very well. And then you pull out your carton of milk. And you look down and you say, "Hey, look at it, there's a Susan, there's a missing child." And he goes, "Susan, if you suddenly had a spare room in your house, what would you do with it? Would you make it into a lady lair or a man cave?" Alright, I'm done with my topical jokes. You guys came here for my zany one-liners. I can't remember. Oh, my notes. I hope I remember this all. Hey, I'm saying you know one-liner number one. Isn't it funny how kids identify Swiss cheese the same way they identify gunshot victims? "Mommy, the one with holes in it." Growing up, my family used to love to go camping. One day, I remember this one particular camping trip. We were making dinner around the fire. And, well, we thought we heard a bear in the bushes, and so my dad says, "Get back!" And he took a pan they were cooking dinner with, and he ran at the bushes and he yelled. And that's when I understood why my mom fell in love with my dad. Because he was a man with a pan. I'm sorry. Don't make fun of me for my comedy stuff. They say I'm just a cheap rip-off of Zach Galifianakis, a darker Dimitri Martin. But to that I say, aren't rip-offs just a cooler version of jeans? It's a bad joke. Because I know, I realized after I wrote it that they're actually called cutoffs. But growing up, I drove a Jeep Wrangler. I always loved bumper stickers because it tells you a little about the personality of the person driving the car. Like that guy. His name is Ted. He's one of my friends. Anyways, bumper stickers. So anyways, for instance, the bumper sticker to my Jeep Wrangler said, "My other Wrangler are my ripoffs." I'm really sorry. I realized they were called cut-offs after I wrote that joke. Not often do you get the perfect twofer. I'm sorry. I'm a little sad. My wife, last time I saw her was at a crowd surf. That's where she left me. I just went up. It was at a Pepper concert, if you know Hawaiian reggae. Honestly, that's why I started doing comedy. But then I realized that people don't crowd surf at comedy shows. So then I've started hanging out at baseball games in case she washes up at a wave. Wait. So, I love the holidays. I love spending time with my family. Don't you wish that Jesus was killed more times so were there more holidays? Or if Jesus was the chill dude, he would at least die on a Monday so we could get a 3-day weekend. You know Christopher Columbus was a chill dude. Because he at least had the courtesy to discover America on a Monday. Let me round this up. I come from a small town, and it's funny, in a small town, everyone knows your family. Everyone has their characteristics. For instance, my family was known as sexual huggers. The Dixons were known as the good-looking family. The Johnsons were best known for being dead. Their car careened off a cliff into the lake. And what was great about it was it really brought together a whole community over who would take their pre-meal spot in church. They had a great seat right up front. I don't mean to go all religious. Alright, here's 2 jokes and a character, then I'm done. The other month, someone at KFC found a piece of chicken that was shaped like a rat, and so they had some scientists DNA test it. That's ridiculous. Because I can't get anyone to DNA test my Jesus-shaped piece of chicken. It really looks like a Jesus. You see its face? And his hair is long. I keep it in my basement. It's 6 feet long. So much for really DNA test. Alright. Hey! You know, I like to call Jim Carrey, because when I'm on it, I get animated. That was the first time trying that out. I don't think it worked. Okay, I like to call Jim Carrey, because when I'm on it, it's a physical comedian. So let's do some characters. This one, you don't know, it needs no explanation. Schnitzer, Schneiden, Schnitz. Schmoop den Schnitzelsnus. Mustaza, Mustard. Schnack den Schnoog in Dasha Shada. So.
What was saying, I guess.
two guys having a conversation. Okay, last thing I'll do, then I'll put up the milk. Here is a young boy that is the tourist representative of a small seashore town. Hello! We would like to go to the beach. Where is it? If you surely go to the snap. Surely if you see the snort. First day. Seashells on the seashore. You're surely seeing. No. Surely, if you go to the seashore, you'll surely see shells because there's been a mass shooting. You should go. You should go to the ice cream store that way. See? Like an autograph. Go dry out, I swear. No?
So I kind of forgot it was Valentine's Day, but it's apropos because I wrote some advice about love, which I know is, whatever, everyone's always complaining about it, but I personally have had many, personally have had quite a few things go wrong recently, and I feel like this is the one topic of which I can speak with some knowledge. So this is all I'm going to talk about. Everything else is sort of a mess. But I'm in love with somebody and it seems to be going pretty well, so I'm going to tell you guys how to do it. Like me. Okay. So can I get a read of everybody who's like fully single, 100% single? Okay, how about like fully relationship 100%? That's it. And how about like, I have these. Okay, cool. I saw something like 20. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to give some advice for everybody, every shade. So first I'm going to start with some real science, which is about compatibility and how people are compatible with each other. And I learned this from a scientist who was doing research on compatibility. And it turns out that, actually first I'll ask another question, which is, what do people want from a relationship? You could just yell out like a word, like what you really want from a person you're in love with. Oh, thank God.
Support.
Full support, good. Okay, 2.
Validation.
Cool.
Great sex.
Nice. Okay, you're all wrong. Those are all very nice, and maybe that's really what you want, but actually it turns out that people are terrible at knowing what they're going to like in a relationship. And in fact, the more you say, what do I want in a relationship, the kind of worse you're going to get, because you're bad at evaluating yourself and you're bad at evaluating other people. So I'm going to give you a little trick to figure out when you're on OkCupid dates, what you should be asking. Because it turns out actually that if you look at a happy couple and you have them rate all the movies that they like, they have a very high correlation. Seems legit, high correlation. If you have an unhappy couple, they actually have such a low correlation, it's less than any random person on the street that you have a correlation movies with. And that's because they theorize that you are deciding, here are the things I want from another person, here's the resume I want them to have, often very demographic, I want them to have the same religion and same politics and the right height, and you're forcing that relationship. It's actually
on the whole worse than any two random people on the street. So, all those OkCupid things, all those questions that they ask, terrible standard by which to pick somebody. Look only at what movies they like. That's some advice. Okay. Here's the second thing that I wanted to tell you about, which is that all relationships are going to end in heartbreak. It's not inescapable. So there's sort of sorry, people who are full-time relationship 100%, and literally everyone else, because it's really sucks, yeah. But let's say that the best case scenario or cultural assumption, and maybe it's not a very good one, but the cultural assumption is like the most successful relationship you're ever going to be in will best case scenario end in death. And that's like that's not like a great thing that we believe that, but like in some cases it's kind of true that the best case is that one of you dies. But either way, you're going to leave them or they're going to leave you, or you'll, by luck, die in a car crash at the exact same time. So make the relationship that you're in worth the heartbreak that you're going to feel at the end of it. I was once in a relationship that lasted like 6 months of him begging to be with me, and then 1 week of us dating, and then he dumped me at the end of that week. And I was so embarrassed that he had done that, because he was like the most boring guy. His name's Zach Edelson. And I was so ashamed, and I was heartbroken. I didn't even like him, and I was heartbroken, and I swore to make those heartbreaks worth it. And guess what else? To bum everybody out, my father died. My father died last year. And that's just how it ends with a relationship, a successful one, a marriage. And that's all you get. So, like it while you're in it. Okay, thanks. Okay, and this is the last thing for, I just want to say one more thing about that. Now I'm in a relationship, a really nice one, and it's doomed. It's going to end for reasons I'm not going to tell you because I don't know you. Like you can ask me, I'll tell you. But it's not going to work out just because there's like fundamental differences. But we're together now, and like that's all you get. I said this last time I gave advice. All you get in life is sometimes you get to be happy. And so if one person is like makes you happy, then that's it. Like, prepare yourself for the heartbreak, but like forget about it. Be there. Okay, and the last thing. So I'm in love with somebody. Thank you. But it's really like the good thing in my life right now, and I'm like really hanging on to it, and I'm really glad to tell you about it because being in love right now feels like somebody really understanding me, and not only understanding me but wanting to get more about me if they have been mistaken. And I've been with people who like most of what they see, and they kind of like round up or like make up details, and they like that picture, but it turns out to be a very suffocating feeling to have that other person see, like really like what they're looking at, but they're not actually looking at you. And I used to be with somebody like that where it seemed like the Venn diagram of what they thought I was and what I really was really close. You know, it was like just a sliver overlapping, and I thought like, hey, like jackpot. I think that's like, you know, Dan Savage says like, to settle down, you gotta settle for, or whatever. Like, you know, no one's perfect, but like you know, you deal with that one person, and I thought that meant that like, oh, their understanding of you was like real close. But I thought that small misunderstanding was like just that imperfection, but some other things happened unrelated. We broke up, and now I'm with somebody who gets me, and it doesn't feel like the Venn diagram is closer. It just doesn't feel like a Venn diagram at all. It feels like somebody who gets a cosmic secret that I have and wants to know when they don't get the cosmic secret right, and I get their cosmic secret too. And the Venn diagram thing is total bullshit. And this person, he's not good for me. He lives in Atlanta. Like, it's a whole stupid piece of shit situation, but we get each other very much, and that's it. And so if you're a person with a cosmic secret, I think everyone has one, but you sometimes look at somebody and you're like, if you are a person who has one, and you often feel with somebody that they're not looking exactly at you, then just know that that's not something you have to round up. That can just be something you don't have to deal with. That can, it's a lonely feeling. You don't have to do it. Also, this is general advice for everybody. That's what a therapist said to me once. He was like, if I don't understand something you say, if I misunderstand you, just tell me and we'll fix it because it's my job to understand you. And I was like, that's very good advice for a therapist. You should go see a therapist. Make sure that they tell you that. That's it.
On the way here, I was heading home from a shoot. Does that make any sense? And I saw this guy using a debit card as a bookmark. I don't know if that's so terrible or so fucking modern. I feel like the elephant in the room tonight is my choker necklace once again. It does hurt, it does make me horny, and it is so tight it's kind of cutting off my peripheral vision, but I think it's just because I'm so fucking driven. A lot of women are scared to ask for what they want, not me. I just want a sick ass job, a hot BF, and I want to break a bone just to know what it's like. Just to know. I guess what I'd say, oh, this is dark. I spent $80 at brunch this weekend. And like, I just like, it was the same day that, Patty knows, I actually realized that I hadn't been skiing in 3 years. And it's like, do I fear change or do I crave it? I don't know. What I will say, as opposed to what I won't say, is that I am engaged. In the conversation online, okay, that's a good joke, and I just want to say tonight no, I'm not engaged for marriage. I did go through a breakup this summer, and I got really into biking because I just needed to latch on to anything, and I used to get so drunk and biked on the Williamsburg Bridge with my eyes closed because it's not dangerous if you romanticize it. And if you sing about it, I actually do have a good voice, so I don't fucking lie. Cool, I'm just gonna scoot this little bitch up here. I guess what I'll say, so I was gonna bring up, I actually had drinks with my ex last week, because life is a cabaret, my friend, and he goes, "It's so funny, I fell in love with another woman named Catherine." And I was like, damn, that's hilarious. As a single blood tear crawled out of my socket. And then he goes, and it's just so funny because I'm such a good writer, but such a bad communicator. And I was like, beep bop boop boop, I don't think you know what funny means. And also, I don't know how you have time to be a good writer when you're busy re-following me on Twitter for the 4th time in 3 months. Okay, is this relatable? Crowd work. I'm bigger than my online presence. But I don't want to be. But him not knowing what funny meant reminded me of this roommate I had in college who was so small and so boring. And she was dating this guy, James, and one day she came back and she's like, I don't know if I like him, I don't know if he's funny. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, he's just not funny, he only makes hot jokes. And I was like, what's a hot joke? And she's like, you know, when it's hot outside and you say, I'm so hot, and he says, yeah, you are. And I was like, that's a whole genre of hot jokes? In what county? No. But yeah, okay, so right, I started dating after my breakup, and I was seeing this guy for a while, but I wasn't that into it because he liked me. And then I started seeing this other guy, but he was so bad at texting, he like treated text like email. What is it? Google headquarters? It's not real. Inside joke with us. My students all about inside jokes. Cool. But yeah, this guy, we stopped seeing each other, and I don't think he ever even responded to my last text. I guess like he fell or his arm got stuck. Unclear at this point. I have a working theory that if I lost 40 pounds and got a nose job, I'd be the most beautiful woman on the planet. And don't fight me on any part of that. That's not what tonight's about. Tonight's about the fact that my ex-boyfriend once said my butt looked like an old painting. And tonight is about me just working through that up here and seeing where else to turn. I am seeing someone new. Can you believe? Yeah, I found someone who likes to hear my personality, not just my Facebook events. Oh fuck, I messed it up. It's better this. Who's interested because of Mark Zuckerberg and how he made it interesting. Okay. I am seeing someone new. Yeah, that's right, haters. I finally found someone who's interested in my personality, not just my Facebook events. Yeah. Did y'all catch that on the cameras? He's so hot, it's stupid. He's so hot that he held my hand while I went to see Spotlight, and I got so horny. And I was like, oh, this is not the vibe. We have fun though. When we hang out, I'm always like, that's me pretending I understand the reference a hot person just made. Not in cruise for dating. If you guys remember the girl in your college lecture, yeah, we're educated enough. The girl in your college lecture who would nod so hard that her head would go through those little teeny desks. Maybe not. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I was like, oh fun, I'm infected again, I'm gonna try a Brazilian wax for the first time. Cool. I was home in Texas, thank you, over break, and I had a beer at lunch, and I walked by a place called The Pretty Kitty, and I was like, that sounds fun and professional. A must join. So I, union joke. Anyone sad? Get the fuck out of here now. Okay. Anyways, whatever. I walked by a place called The Pretty Kitty to get my first ever Brazilian wax. And I just did it for me. Just kidding, I do want to be treated like a sex object. So she did it. It was fully horrible in every way. I thought she was going to rip my clit off, and I was like, that's all I have. And the only thing worse than the pain was the fact that she didn't laugh at any of my good jokes. And then afterwards I left, and everyone I made eye contact with on the street, I would like just exhale for, I'd be like, as if they knew what had just happened. They didn't. They didn't know. Yeah, but, I don't know how to go into this next part, but what I want to say is that no one told me about my body growing up, and I'm very bitter about that. I didn't know anything. I was very ashamed. I grew up in the Deep South, the Bible Belt. And I remember one night waking up when I was like 8 years old and running to my parents' room and going, waking my parents up and going, am I gay? And they were like, I don't know. And I was like, cool. And then all I had to go off sex and stuff was that I went to a co-ed Christian sports camp in rural Arkansas, and the camp owner gave us a sex talk where he said, boys are like microwaves, they heat up real fast, girls are like crock pots, they take a while. And I was like, I'm just wondering what is that slime in my one-piece bathing suit after I go up and down on my pillow during rest period. That's all I needed to know. So it's no wonder that the night, fast forward, me about to get fingered for the first time, which was obviously in Cabo, obviously near a public pool, and obviously with a guy who said his favorite band was Jason Mraz. I'm getting all drippy, and I'm like, this is weird. I'm like, I don't want him to know I'm all slimy down there, so I like fucking scoop it out. It's spit. Timely. I scoop out my cum and wipe it on the pool chair. fucking hard. Just kidding, I passed out and threw up with my friend's mom. My parents, they didn't want to go to Mexico, but they let me go, which is like 17-year-old me being like, I'm going to Mexico. Such a power move. Power moves are crucial. Some of my favorite power moves these days are wearing an all-white outfit, or DJing your Uber pool. Those are big ones. Those are big ones for me. What's up? Cher is, you guys know Cher? She's fucking sick. She's playing at Babies in Kaleidoscope, so just check that out. Thanks, guys. What I'll say real quick, very cool. We get to be inside our own heads all day, every day. I've gotten to the point where not only do I listen to audiobooks about the psychology of relationships, but I talk at people about those books. And I'm going to run with this and let you know that I'm listening to a book currently about the psychology of relationships, and some people are islands, which means they isolate themselves and listen to them. And some people are waves, which means they need a lot. Waves, it says in the book, the fucking inner book, what's it called? that waves like to start fires and punish people. And I was like, ding, ding, ding. We have a winner, that's what I am. And I was like, I do want to be in a relationship. All of my friends back in Texas are getting married. And I'm like, I do want to be engaged one day. I can't fucking wait to call off my wedding. What a fucking circus. I have the full lyrics to that song written. Go with it. I will leave. I just wanted to say a few more things. I thought I was gonna marry my college boyfriend, but then one night we were having sex. I was like, I love dirty talk. Like, talk to me. And he was trying to say two things at once. And he ended up, he got it mixed up. He was a little nervous. He was such a sweetie. And he said, come on me, dick. God bless him. And we haven't spoken since. Just kidding. I laughed so hard. I mean, that we couldn't have sex, and he got so soft, and it was the best sex ever. It's not my fault. The world is fucked. The world is fucked because I had my heart deeply broken by a man who wore a Batman belt buckle every day of the year. All of college. Yeah, and the world is fucked because I saw a woman drinking orange juice out of a bag on the train, and everyone was just like, keep at it. And the world is super fucked because someone gave birth to Mary-Kate and Ashley and was like, let's do this with them. Okay, I'm just gonna, one more thing is that I was thinking about, oh fuck, I've been running the clock. It's whatever. We're all friends here. I was thinking about my ideal relationship, and I think it's one in which I live with my boyfriend, but only I have the key to my apartment. And I was like, that's just like being a single mother. And then I was like, you know what? A boyfriend, a son, after they come out of me, I'm just like, go do your own thing. Is that a good joke? That's horrible. I'll finish on something that is like funny to me at least. I guess I'll say, new year, new me. I quit my job. Thanks. No one cares. I act like a rich person all the time. I don't have any money though. Last time I looked for a new job, I was going to a babysitting interview and I had my resume with me on the Upper East Side, and all of a sudden I got diarrhea because that's how things go within for me personally. And I better stop at the Starbucks. So I get it out, and I look, there's no toilet paper. And all I had with me was my, yeah baby, my resume. So what I'm saying here is that I wiped my ass with my own resume. And I think that's a good time to just get out. So much fresh material. I feel very supported and loved with all of you guys. This is such a sweet show and crowd and great. Okay, so I'm very excited about our next act. I first read her poems like a month or so ago, and I was like, holy shit, this chick knows what's up. Sent them to all my friends. I'm so psyched to have her. She's an amazing poet. Please give it up for Catherine Bakula.
I had this thought today about putting together a manuscript of poetry and how it's kind of like designing a drinking game. Because you're like, what words do I use too much? And that word for me is dick. So if you want to participate in that drinking game, you can drink every time I say dick. Also, you get real fucked up. My dick. My dick is bigger than yours and looks good in a peep toe pump. My dick makes me come every time if I want to. I can stick it in my butt or even lick it like a rainbow whirly pop. My dick likes to explore ancient cultures, likes to dive down into manholes searching for lost obelisks. My dick never hits me, but sometimes I hit myself over the head with obelisks to help me sleep. My dick is self-cleansing like a cat and can go for months without getting bored or sad. When my dick gets sad, it stacks strawberry frosted donuts on itself and feeds me. When my dick gets bored, it reads Hegel, enjoys talking about what he meant by Übergreifen, to overlap, encroach, overreach. My dick wants to be on the street, wants to press doorbells and open doors to be met with a fuck yeah. Do you remember Tamagotchis? This poem is in the voice of a Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi heartthrob. It makes my cake all crevice and hair-tied, samurai-like, slash in direction of my fourth eye. I'm kind of couch-grouchy and disciple. I'm wary of discipline buttons. It presses up for crinoline stiff, down for choke cherry. For some time it's noose and rarely baseball, but it's mostly pocket until sick and then medic without tissues. It's absolutely no soup and mostly pocket waiting for Z's to ribbon like TV rabbit waves. It's somewhere behind a thumbnail. I can't even turn my lamp off. I can't even press my own growing beak down there. Oh great, baseball. Oh great, baseball. Where is it when pocket? Where is it when thumb rifles through other screen trees? It's maximum egg neglect. How sweet. It notices bad smell, like squiggle squiggle in every corner. It notices I've never seen a squirrel, only bad smell lines. To keep with the theme, I guess. This one's after an episode of SpongeBob. Episode 17B. The day I hit rock bottom, I went to Glove World, rode the carousel, bought a glove hat and glove balloon, which I used to slap a bus driver 7 times across his fishy face. I didn't pay. It felt good to shove a flashlight inside my ear. My face lit up like a nightlight. It didn't seem so dark until the soil spat nuclear green into my hand. Its diving board tongue made fart sounds. I couldn't make sense of the bathroom doors. It seemed I lacked the correct number of eyes. I was the wrong shape. Knock, knock. I thrust myself against a stop sign. Who's there? The wind. Swept away my hat. The bus came and went. My skin pruned. The cat drowned. I tried to run up a 90-degree angle. This one's kind of fast, I guess. I don't know. One time I read this after I gave head to a guy, and then he never slept with me again. I think you'll see why. Upon turning over the lemon, his dick is in my mouth, and I can't do anything with his dick in my mouth but hate. And I'll keep his dick in my mouth, but I hate it as I cram it down my throat. I hate the taste of it like a cliche or a peanut brittle. I said it wrong. It doesn't have to be good. I didn't mean to imply that I thought it wasn't good. Was it good? I started turning over the lemon, the fruit flies disperse, the fruit flies won't die. I haven't turned over the lemon. I swallowed a box of slaty nails with tahini, not everything is good. I'm allergic to tahini. Epiphany. I didn't mean I haven't seen this before. I started turning over the lemon. The fruit flies won't die when I clap at them. The fruit flies don't die. I am terrified of these lumps on my tongue. Is this leprosy? I haven't turned over the lemon. I am stuck on the flies. I am stuck on the flies, so I don't want his dick in my mouth, and the face that he makes in pleasure is ugly, like an old Santa's face. I spelled it wrong. Nietzsche. N-I-E-T-Z-S-C-H-E, and 100 times I said it wrong. Cha-cha-cha. I haven't turned over the lemon because neat. I said it wrong. Niche, a niche, a niche. Ah, I'm going to come in your pretty little mouth. I'm turning over the lemon. I think there is mold. The flies have dispersed, but they are here. I don't love you. I can bite you like corn on the cob, but I won't. I don't love you. Turning over the lemon, I want you to remember I am crazy enough to pull the deer antlers from the wall and whack you like a tiny plastic mole in an arcade game. I don't love you. Turning over the lemon, I'm making a face like crushing a can on my forehead, or discovering maggots in takeout containers underneath a pile of cardboard next to the stove in someone else's apartment. I haven't turned over the lemon because I dislike saying it wrong. I dislike taking too long. I dislike mold and maggots and medical students, cutting open dead bodies, cutting off that woman's breast and letting it rest over her face that is dead. I turned over the lemon. Its wizened skin the color of seaweed. I want to kill the flies I'm still stuck on. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Could a woodchuck chuck, 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 up chuck, low chunks? If a woodchuck could do chunks, get it out. I'm tired of silencing myself, still stuck on. I will say it wrong, watching all the pretty little mouths walk by. Friend of one of my roommates came over and we were playing Kings or something, and he was like in med school, and I don't know, he ran like non sequitur, just says, yeah, I was like dissecting this woman, like dead woman's body, and like I had to cut off her breast, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I just like put it on her face. And I was like, what? I don't ever want to talk to him again, and also, this is a party, what do you want? How is that the thing that like you choose to say? Okay. Last one. It's called the cubby hole. If you have been there, you might know what I'm talking about. If not, you should check it out sometime. Cubby hole. I have an upturned umbrella and my feet hurt. I'm wearing these boots with a heel because I want to walk on the walls if by chance she takes me to the bathroom and lifts me onto the sink like she said she would. Fucking lizard carrying a sack of sand. Why did she give me permission to sleep with her brother whom I've never met? A murderer? She likes my pancakes in the shape of my mouth, jokingly, not jokingly, thanks me for sex. I am doomed like the girl with burn holes in her vinyl roller shades, who falls asleep with lit cigarettes, or more like the inch-thick ash, going to fall sometime. How long until the mattress catches, until I can go to the grocery store without crying, stop fantasizing about sharing a grapefruit? I should stop reading that poem with all the hair unpinned and burgundy tongues flame the sun, licking sleepless dunes to everyone who is not interested in licking my sleepless dunes. I should stop, oh, sorry. I don't wish this feeling on anyone, like reaching for the Doritos after discovering the flavoring comes from a beaver's anus. Beaver's anus. I'm on my back, arms folded over my chest, becoming more like a mummy. Woo!
That was so great. Thank you. Cool. This last act of the night is Bumpin'. Blip, blip, blip. Oh my god. I love this girl so much. We took a fucking improv class together. And I had a full crush on her. I was like, she's so funny and magical. She has to be my friend. And now she is. And she's so wonderful and such a magnificent performer. I'm so excited to see what she's going to do for us tonight. Please give it up for Lucy Cottrell.
My name is Lucy Cottrell. And I feel so happy to experience the present moment and celebrate what it means to be alive today. Today, I'm sorry, I'm so distracted. I got this message right before, and so I'm sorry. Sorry. It's my boyfriend, and he lives in a mountain. He lives in a mountain. Sorry, it's kind of a weird thing to say, so I've started to sing it. And I also used to live in a mountain, if I'm gonna be totally honest. But I don't anymore, so I've been going through a little bit of a transition period. Because it can be kind of alienating, because not everybody has lived in a mountain, unless somebody here has lived in a mountain. Okay, so I know we're different, but I was thinking that maybe you guys have experienced some of the same things. So I've been putting together some video tutorials about the struggles that I've been going through. Like when I first came out of the mountain, I had to fight my way out of a craggy glacier. And it was bright white at first, but then my eyes adjusted. And I looked out at the great landscape, and I saw mountains, rivers, meadows, and I looked out at all these things, and I thought, okay, how out of all of these things in the whole world do you decide what thing is your favorite thing? And what thing is just regular? Okay, so I made a video about that. Enjoy.
Today is about desire. When I was a little girl, I used to think that every adult woman had a beautiful pink gemstone. And I didn't know if women were born with the beautiful pink gemstone, or if you had to find it somewhere, or if maybe you could grow one somehow, like in the gums, or maybe the spleen, or possibly the femur bone. And all I knew was that I wanted one. Desperately. It started to feel like something was missing. Then, one special day, I finally found a beautiful pink gemstone. I found it at a small vending machine at a grocery store in Long Island. And I wasn't even looking for it. But after a while, something changed. And gemstone started to remind me that death gives life meaning. And I started to feel that if I had 1,000 lifetimes, I would give one whole lifetime to the gemstone. Didn't feel right, so I had to say, thank you, gemstone.
Right? You guys are something. Look to let go of what you don't need. Okay, so the last video is about something that I didn't really expect to come out, to see when I come out of the mountain. You know, I expected a lot of fun and singing and dancing, but there's actually a lot of stress out here. So I was thinking about ways to get rid of that, and I made a video with some tips about that. So enjoy.
Today is about relaxing. Everybody needs to relax for different reasons. Maybe you had a bedbug infestation, or a urinary tract infection, or maybe you just fell into a strange pit when you were taking out the garbage. But everybody needs to relax sometimes. We're going to start the relaxation by just doing nothing. Now, here's where you might start thinking about some things you have to do. You might start thinking about some old boxes that you have at your parents' house. Or about whether you need to sign up for health insurance. Was the deadline yesterday or tomorrow? Or you might still be able to sign up in February. Now here's where you're going to want to gather a big bowl of receipts and brochures. You're going to take your receipts, your crumbly papers, and your brochures and turn them into beautiful swan sculptures. You just take your beautiful swans down to the Gowanus Canal and float them down the river. Feels good to relax.
song for sure. Thank you so much for coming to Junk Show.
You guys are the best.
Seriously, I appreciate it.
Amazing and beautiful crowd. You guys are so supportive and awesome. Thank you for coming to this show.
Yeah, thank you to Lucy Cottrell, Catherine Picula, McDonald, Irene Merrill, Jeanette Wall. All ladies.
What a crew.
That's a good one.
That's one good boy.
Sick. So generally we're on the first Thursday every month, so don't get it twisted.
Come back the first Thursday in March. We're going to be here. We're going to have another amazing show.
Oh, we're gonna blow it out.
Ah.
And please also, we're all gonna go hang out at East River Bar on South 6th between Bedford and Barry, so come hang out with us. We love you so much.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for letting me.
Great.